Welcome to the world of multimedia. In this session, we are going to discuss about the multimedia. Let's begin. We'll first look into the topic, what is multimedia. So multimedia is a way of communication that combines the different content form such as text, audio, video, animation and images into a single interactive presentation. In a contrast, if we talk about to a traditional mass media which featured a little to no interaction from user, such as the printed material or the audio recordings. So we can say that the multimedia is a interactive media. It's a platform of the communication between the user and the digital media. It provides the way of communication, right, and to transfer the information to the end user. It's a combination of 5 elements which are text, audio, video, graphic and animation. It's an interactive media and provides the multiple way to represent the information to the user in a powerful manner. It provides an interaction between user and digital information, as I have discussed in the previous slide. In contrast, if we talk about the printed media, where you have to just read the information or you can see the picture, but in the printed media you will not get any declaration or the communication. And if we talk about the recordings, so there you can only get the explanation, because in the record session you will get the information, but if you have any query or the doubt, so it's not possible to communicate. So it's the extension of the we can say the printed media. Multimedia is used extensively in education, training, reference material, business presentation, advertising and the documentaries, etc. The definition is: multimedia is a representation of information in an attractive as well as the interactive manner with the use of a combination of its 5 elements: text, audio, video, graphic and animation. In other words, the multimedia is a computerized method of presenting information combining textual data, audio, visual, graphics and animations. Let's talk deeply about the multimedia. As the name suggests, the multimedia, it divides in two parts, that multi and media, which means many media, and medium, the media is the hardware or the software used for communication. So the different hardware to provide the information to the end user, so we can use computer, laptop, desktop, mobile, tablets, even though television. And the varieties of softwares are available to develop the multimedia project, which helps the developer to create the project, the multimedia based project, and provide the information to the user. The multimedia elements are used such as email, Yahoo Messenger, video conferencing, and MMS. So in email we can send the text, audio, video, images. In Yahoo Messenger you can provide the live chat, or the audio communication is also possible, right? So that is also one of the medium, the one of the platform, you can say it's the example of it. The video conferencing, where you can see you can communicate with the people, you can see the people, right? And the distance between those people are very high, right? You can, I mean, you can communicate with the people and you can see them live by sitting at home, so no need to gather at one place. So in this pandemic era, teachers and students are also communicate through the video conferencing, through the live meeting, and they can share their doubts and teachers can solve their doubts. Let's talk about the elements of multimedia. First, that is text. All multimedia project includes some amount of text. The text can be various types of fonts and the size to suit the profession presentation of the multimedia software. In the text you will have the different styles of text and different size of text. So for the styling we have the different font families. Let's say the Arial black, these two are from the one family which is called the Arial family, but though they are from the one family, but still they have the different style like Arial and Arial black. The sizes and the thickness are difference between those two different styles of font. So basically text is the basic the communication way, the basic the providing the information way to the end user, where user has to read the information. The another medium, that is the element, that is the graphics. Graphics makes the multimedia application attractive. If we have the image and the text on the page, or we can say on the screen, so that is normal human tendency, right? So we first focus on the image rather than the text. So whatever the by looking that the image, right, whatever the idea or the thought we developed in the mind or we grasp in the mind, and text provides the additional information, I mean we can say the supportive information, so you can give a depth about that topic, right, and provide the better information to the topic. So only the graphics, or we can say the image, is not sufficient to provide the information, because by seeing the image the different thoughts comes into the mind, right, because each and every person can think differently. So that at that place the text helps by providing the appropriate information. In many cases the people do not like a reading large amount of textual matters on the screen. Yes, that is true. Therefore the graphics are used more often than the text to explain the concept, present a background information, etc. There are two types of graphics. The one is called the bitmap image, is also known as the raster graphic, and another one is vector graphic. The bitmap images are the real images that can be captured from the devices such as digital camera or scanners. Generally, the bitmap images are not editable, and the bitmap images required a large amount of memory. So you can see on the screen that the bitmap images is made up of the pixels, any the ready image, or you can say the photographs. That is the example of the bitmap images. The vector graphic are drawn on the computer, right, which is made up of the nodes and the lines, and only require a small amount of memory. These graphics are editable, right? It's a completely editable. In bitmap images, it's very difficult to edit the original shape, but in vector images, the vector graphic, it's very easy to convert the one shape to another, right? Because it's a made up of lines and the nodes. On in the picture also you can see this is the node and it's a line, right? So on node we have like two handles, so you can rotate it to apply the different way of curve, right? So in the raster image, the same curve which made up of many pixels, but here we have the straight line and the nodes are not identified, right? Though it is selected, so you can see that. So the actual functions how you can develop the vector image, that we'll see in my next session. uh, yes, so in the market there are varieties of bitmap, I mean the raster based software and the vector based softwares are available, right? So the Photoshop is the raster based software, and the Flash, Synfig, Pencil, all those are the vector based softwares. The next we have, that is audio. A multimedia project may require the use of speech, right? So in these current presentation, right, you can say it's a part of multimedia project because you can get the image here, you can get the text here, as well as my audio sound is also here, and the presentation, that that is the video, right? So and we have the animation because as I'm appearing the different images on the screen, so you'll get the basic animation effects on the image. So the audio multimedia project may requires the use of speech, music and the sound effect. These are called the audio or the sound elements of multimedia. Speech is also a perfect way of teaching. Audio are of analog or the digital type. So on screen also you can see the waves, right? So it's a audio recording. This is how you can record your speech, you can say. The analog audio or the sound refers to the original sound signals, right? And the computer stores the sounds in the digital form. Therefore, the sound used in multimedia application is called the digital audio. The term video refers to the moving a picture which accompanied by the sound, such as the picture in television. The video element of multimedia application gives a lot of information in small duration of time. The digital video is useful in multimedia application for showing a real life objects. The video have highest performance demand on the computer memory and on the bandwidth if placed on the internet. The digital video file can be stored like any other file in the computer, but it requires a lot of space, and the quality of video can